Alright, we're going to be installing a Mitsubishi mini split today. It's a little 1.5 tons. And we've started unboxing it. It's standing up there. And we got to figure out where we're going to put it. We're in the garage. They're going to use it as a workout area. Yesterday they insulated the interior wall or the exterior walls. If you look close, you can see all the little 2-inch knockouts. They came in and filled up all the stud spaces yesterday, but I think we're going to put it right there's the electric panel. I think we're going to put it pretty close, and the outdoor unit's going to sit on the outdoor, just right on the other side of the wall. We'll have power there. We can just go out the outside and put our disconnect in, and we'll be ready to roll. But I think that's about where we're going to put it. Alright, so now I've got the mounting plate mounted, and if you see right next to it there's a 3-inch hole I've drilled, and we're going to get the hammer drill. It's brick on the outside. We're going to get the hammer drill and mark a hole, and then once we get the hole drilled through there and knocked through, we'll mount the indoor unit, and then we'll get started on the outside. Alright, now we've got the hole marked on the outside. We're going to go around the side and knock a 3-inch hole on the outside. Alright, now we're back on the outside. It's all brick, my little hole. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, there it is. We're going to be mounting, running a line set, and Mitsubishi's come up with a thing called line hide, and that just, after I get my hole and drill that and put that on the put that over the hole, so it's a nice neat flush, and then then this mounts to the wall. It's got a cover over it, so it's nice and neat. But we're gonna get started on that, get that hole marked, and then we'll get the hole knocked out. Alright, we got the get the camera situated here. Got the outdoor unit, or the outdoor hole knocked through, and here's the indoor unit facing down, and I got my hole up there, and we're fixing to mount it. Alright, the indoor unit is now hanging on the wall where it's going to be, and then we'll walk outside here. And then it comes out the wall, right there. Always remember you got to keep the drain line lower. So when you do mark your hole, your outside hole needs to be at least a ½ inch below your indoor hole, and that way your drain line is not going uphill. But we're gonna start mounting all the gutter and get the line set ran, and then we got all this nice bamboo and whatever kind of tree bush that is going to take up, so we can mount a pad and level it out, and then get the unit set in place, and then run the electrical, mount the disconnects, and then we'll be done. All right, so now we got the pad. We got the pad in place. We got the line set sticking out the wall. Got the back of the line hide mounted to the wall, and there's my line set. Normally, what most people do is just take the flare fitting off, or they attach the flared ends. See that the back of the air handler has flared ends, and then the line set has flared ends. But what I choose to do is cut these flared ends off, and I solder them up there. And that way, if there's ever a leak, you don't have to take all this stuff off, and which is fine. You know, I prefer it like that because, like I said, too many times I've come around and found one not working, and the installers had not got the flare tight, or they had to make a flare, and the flare wasn't good, and you had to take all that stuff apart just to fix the line, and then I wind up just cutting them loose and solder them up anyway. So that's I'm gonna get my stuff out and get that cut, and then we'll be ready to run the line set down and run the electrical.
Wait, go ahead.
All right, now what I'm gonna do is, since this pipe is the same size as that pipe up there, I got a swedging tool. I'm gonna swedge it out a little bit, so when I go put them together, I don't have to use a coupling, and all I have is one solder joint to do. So we'll get that done. This thing's really easy to use. Got on there like that. Okay. Now there's our little swedged in, and the other pipe is a little smaller than the one, or the pipe coming out of the top up there is a 3/8, and it's smaller, so I'll be able to get that in there, and then we'll be good. All right, I've got it all soldered up there, and if you notice, while I was soldering, I had my nitrogen hooked up. I had it hooked up down here. This little fitting I made, so I can, so nitrogen can go through there, and I got a steady small stream coming out of there, a small steady stream. But while I'm waiting for that to cool, I'm gonna run my wire into the indoor unit, and then we'll get the electrical popped out the wall.